I'm Victoria Cooksey, and you're watching Victoria Cooksey's Random Dish Action Edition. This episode is dedicated to my favorite action star, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and also to the action elite for, as they say, keeping the action alive. It's go time. Today we're going to be making mussels, and we'll kind of stick to the classics with some good white wine. Oh, hang on a second. Random Dish Panic Hotline.
What are you talking about? You can't make this with wine.
But it's traditional.
It's too wimpy. You have to use something with mussel.
Like, no, I think I gotta stick with the white wine.
No!
Okay, I guess I'll be getting rid of the white wine and bringing on the Belgian ale.
Now you're talking something that's gonna kick you in the mud.
Yeah! We're gonna keep Jean-Claude on speakerphone while we get cooking here. Gonna start off by adding just a couple of drizzles of olive oil to a nice heavy pan set over medium to medium-high heat. Next, we're gonna add in some applewood smoked bacon.
Ah, surprise. Huge surprise.
Turn it down there, Mr. Silk Underwear. Are we still filming?
Hey, can I have some of that?
Taking all the bacon out, we're just going to put it on a paper towel to drain out a little of the bacon fat. Keep the rest of the bacon fat and olive oil in the pan. And to that, we're adding a couple cloves of chopped garlic, rustic style. Don't worry about fine chopping. And we're going to also add in a large shallot. What I love about shallots is they have great flavor, but they cook really quick, much quicker than an onion. So we're going to add that in.
Every time I cut myself some shallot up, I start to cry.
You start to cry?
I cry tears of pure testosterone.
And now for the main event.
Give me tongue paw.
There is no tongue paw. Anyways, we got 2 pounds of fresh mussels. Now the biggest thing when you're looking at mussels is...
They're big, sweaty, and well oiled.
Well, that too. But you want to make sure they're closed. So before you cook them, they got to be closed. If you see one like this one, it's a little open, you tap. And as I tap it, that one's actually closing up. Because it closed up, I know it's still alive, which means I can eat this. If it didn't close up, you toss it. Sometimes when you purchase these, they're all cleaned up. You don't even have to worry about it. But where I get them, they're uber fresh and they come with the beards. Sometimes they even have little barnacles on them. You can use a stiff brush to get those off. Honestly, I don't even bother with it. So here we have one that doesn't even have any of that. It's got the beard. To pull this beard off, you kind of see there's the little hinge area of the mussel. Here's the wider top part. You're going to hold the beard and you're going to slide it off towards the top.
Ah! Sorry, that looked painful.
So now it's time to add in another good ingredient, St. Bernardus Abbot 12 Belgian Ale.
You know what St. Bernardus was the patron saint of?
No, what?
Ass kickings!
Oh, well, I thought he was the patron saint of darn good ale. Anyways, we're going to add in a cup of that, and the beauty of this is when you cook with the ale, now you know what you're drinking too. Hand in hand, perfect. Bring that to a boil, and then we'll add in our mussels. Our ale has now come to the boil, so we can add in our mussels, and I went ahead and I also rinsed these just a little bit first too. Put those in. We're putting the mussels in the pan.
You putting my mussels in the pan?
Well, not those kind of mussels. These kind of mussels.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So we're going to put the lid on. This has got to cook at least 4 minutes, sometimes up to 6. Basically, you're just cooking them until all the mussels open up.
Hey, can I have some of that?
No.
I'm so alone.
The mussels have opened up, so now we got to take them out. I'm using a slotted spoon because we're going to do a little something to that juice in just a minute. An important thing when you're cooking mussels is remember how they had to be closed before we cook them? After you cook them, then you only eat the ones that have opened up nicely. If they're not open at this point, now you toss them again. Taking the mussels out, we got the juice left in the pan. To finish off this sort of a sauce, we're gonna put about a tablespoon of butter. Just regular salted butter. You don't even need to get out another utensil, just kind of swirl the pan until that melts in there good. And then we're gonna pour it over the mussels.
Creamy.
I've poured all those good juices over the mussels, which, by the way, you know, a lot of times you'll see baguette bread with mussels, but if you can get your hands on some beer bread, that'd be good to dip in that. Okay, now we got to take all that bacon we made earlier. We're going to sprinkle a ton of that over the top.
Crispy.
The very last thing we need to do is garnish this dish with a little fresh parsley. Great thing is about parsley is if you're going to grow one herb in the kitchen, this one, it grows really well. So I like to keep mine around fresh just for this purpose. So now I'm going to cut a little piece of it.
No!
What?
Bigger!
So now we're going to cut off a little of this parsley for the garnish.
No!
What?
Bigger!
Okay, so now we have to actually take the parsley and make it as a garnish. We're going to cut some off.
That's what I'm talking about.
To put the parsley on, I don't bother with getting a cutting board out and another knife because we know how that goes. I'm going to just take some scissors and just start snipping it.
No!
What?
Bigger!
I don't think so.
I'm so alone. That looks good.
It does look good. So here's our nice, lovely finished product. We got our mussels, we've got our juice, we got our bacon, we got our parsley, we got our ale. We are good to go. I want to thank Jean-Claude for being our guest today on Victoria Cooksey's Random Dish Action Edition. So Jean-Claude, what did you think?
I think you did an outstanding job. A real champion effort. And now, as a reward, I've taught you how to cook. It's time for me to come and teach you how to dance.
Okay.
That's it. You got it. That's how you do it. Come on now. Work it. All right now.